Hello, I'm Joe Luxbacher, men's soccer coach, University of Pittsburgh. The topic of today's session is fundamental training of the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper remains the one true specialist on the soccer team. He or she is the last line of defense, final barrier between the opponents and a goal scored. And the keeper has a separate set of skills and techniques that must be used in the game, radically different from other field players. So what we'll do in this video is show the basic fundamental techniques used by the goalkeeper to receive low, medium, and high balls, diving skills, and then actually skills used to initiate the attack once the save is made. We have two goalkeepers helping us out in this drill, Eric and Zach. Both are pretty much warmed up. They've done it before we started, but I want to put them to a couple exercises to get them in the mood and make sure they're good and loose. The first is just jogging with the ball and pinging it off the ground, catching it with hands in what we call the window formation. So they catch the ball before it gets waist height, and we'll do so jogging back and forth. Okay, here we go, men. Just getting the feel of catching the ball. And again, just a warm-up activity. Goalkeepers typically warm up and train, at least in part, separate from the rest of the team because they have a different set of skills. One more time. Again, the key here is to ping the ball hard and catch it. Notice the hands are spread, finger spread. They're catching the ball on the fingertips. It's not smacking off the hands. Okay, and good. And now we'll do one other exercise to make sure they're good and loose. And this is an exercise really to get them used to going to the ground. We'll have Zach tossing, Eric sitting, facing him. All right, here we go. Just easy tosses to the side. This is a similar movement that Eric would use in a game to get down and save a ball to the side. And notice he's gradually moving forward, which is, again, we talk about angle play, but you want to try to cut down the angle as much as possible when making a save. Okay, and relax. And Zach, let's take a turn. We'll talk about angles, as I said, but that's one of the goalkeeper's helpers, is to reduce the angle, give the shooter less of the goal to shoot at. Also should mention, goalkeeper should have appropriate gear. Okay, guys, good stuff. Meaning long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants. They have to train and go down to the ground a lot. And for the most part, you don't want to have your injuries in training. Okay? All right, guys, good stuff. The first basic fundamental we're going to introduce, Eric, you can come on in, is what we call the basic ready position. And this is a position the goalkeeper should assume anytime the opponents are in shooting distance. Okay, the ready position basically is a balanced position. Feet about shoulder width apart, up on the toes in this position. So from this area, or from this position, keeper can go in any direction. If he has to dive left or right, he can do that. If he has to move forward, he can do that. Again, the ready position should be assumed at all times when there's any possibility of an opponent's shot. Okay? Now, when in this position, the movement, one basic rule of thumb, goalkeeper should never cross his feet. So, for instance, if Zach is moving across the goal, he wants to shuffle, feet don't cross, he's shuffling. So, for instance, if he's moving in relation to the ball, okay, if I am the ball and I'm moving, he is shuffling to stay between the ball and the goal. Okay? He does not cross his feet. All right? And again, from this position, the keeper can move forward, come out quickly if he has to, and again, always balanced, always up on his toes, ready to go. So it's important to stress that everything starts from the ready position. Okay? All right, guys, good stuff. Okay, from the ready position, we want to show the movement of the goalkeeper as he readjusts to the ball. And what we have here is a simple drill. Eric will be shuffling across the goal, and he'll be fielding balls tossed to him by servers from different angles. Okay, and as he does that, I'll explain, how he is moving and why he is moving where he is. Okay, so Eric, let me go on the other side. Again, guys, toss it about chest high. Okay, Eric, here you go, from post to post. Again, notice he's shuffling. He is not crossing his feet. Always good balance. Knees flexed. And again, he's adjusting to where the ball is. So a ball on this angle, he would be in that position. Okay, one more time through. Okay, Eric, good stuff. Now you'll notice we have a line of discs here, and it arcs out from the goal. This is what we call the goalkeeper arc. It's an imaginary line, but it's a guideline for the goalkeeper as he moves across the goalpost. You'll notice he is not coming flat across the goal. As Eric is moving toward the middle of the field, this arc brings him outside or higher off his goal line. Okay? The reason for that is when the ball's in the center of the field, the angle to goal is much greater. From where Chris is stationed right here in the middle, he can see 24 feet of goal. All right? Where Eric is on that angle, he can't see that much. So it's important that as the ball goes to the center of the field, the goalkeeper is higher off his arc, and that's cutting down the angle to goal. So let's show this. Do it one more time. He's coming out. Notice he's, and stop. Okay, right there, Eric is 3 to 4 feet off his goal line. As he goes nearer the post, let's come this way, the arc brings him in tight to the post, right here, and stop. So any shot from this angle, Eric, just by reaching out, all right, can cover that whole half of the goal. And he's also covering his near post. Okay, so the fact is, this imaginary arc, which the goalkeeper should always keep in mind, will bring him back to his goal post as he gets wider onto the field. Okay, so one more time, let's watch him go through it. Comes out higher in the middle. Okay. And stop right there. And we just hopefully can show this on the film. If Eric, in this position, is back here, all right, and spreads his arms, he can't cover much of that goal. But if he's out here, back up, Chris, and again spreads his arms, right now, from this position, I maybe have 2 feet on each side of him where I could get a ball past. Where if he's back on his line, the same player, same ability, but now there's 8 feet on each side of him to exposed. So the fact is the goalkeeper must play his angles, all right, and make, that to play it to his advantage. So it's critical that he moves out off the line as he becomes more central, and that is why we have this imaginary goalkeeper arc. Okay? All right, guys, good stuff. Okay, the keeper will use different techniques to receive rolling balls, bouncing balls, and balls out of the air. The most fundamental receiving technique is what we call the scoop save or standing save. And it's used to field a ball that is rolling directly at the goalkeeper. Okay, and in this skill, the keeper positions behind the ball, legs together, and actually scoops the ball up. As you'll notice, he does not catch the ball in the palms of his hands. He lets it roll up onto his wrist and then scoops it against his body. We'll demo this and then put the guys through a few drills to practice it. Okay, Zach will demo the technique. And again, the standing save is used when a ball is rolling directly at the goalkeeper. He can get behind it. All right, let's knock one in. Notice, legs together, catches the ball, scoops it up, and returns to a standing position. And again, notice in particular that he does not catch the ball in the palm of his hands. Okay, he's letting it roll up onto his forearms and clutching it against his chest. Again, a ball that you try to catch in your hands, particularly a ball that's with some pace, likelihood it's going to bounce off, and you want to avoid giving up rebounds. So here we go again. Okay, and if he has to step to the side, he can do so. Again, Keeper must be mobile, must be able to move side to side. Now again, if he cannot get behind the ball, then he would not use this technique. This technique is used only to receive balls that he can get his body between the ball and the goal. Okay, so what we'll do is put the guys through a little rotation. You play one in, next guy steps up. Here we go. Again, I want to try to keep the legs as quick as we can. So put a little bit more pace on it, guys. That's it. Notice up on the balls of their feet. Good. And relax. Okay, good stuff. Now we'll make it a bit more difficult. Let's have the 3 servers. Chris, right there. Okay. EJ in the middle. Eric right there. What we want, one keeper at a time. Keeper starts in the center. I will call a name of a server. You're going to shuffle toward that guy, and I want you, server, try to put the ball right at him so he uses a scoop save. Again here, though, he's in the ready position. He's going to shuffle whatever side the ball is coming from and make the scoop save. Okay, ready? Eric. Eric. Chris. EJ. EJ. Eric. Chris. Okay, and well done. Zach, step in for a minute. Good job by Eric there. Good movement. Again, it's critical for the goalkeeper to get in position as quickly as possible. You don't want your feet moving as the ball is being struck by the shooter. You want to be set. So again, on that last one, he almost couldn't get there. He did, but again, that's when you might be thinking of using a different type of save, which we're going to go into next. Right now, one more time. Zach will do it. I'll call the names. EJ. Eric. Again, shuffle sideways. Chris. Chris. A little bit of pace. EJ. Chris. Eric. Okay, good stuff, men. Okay, there will be times when the goalkeeper cannot get his body or her body between the ball and the goal. Okay, but maybe the ball isn't far enough away that he or she has to dive for it. We call this a tweener save. It's like between the standing save and a situation where you have to dive. And there's a certain technique used to field this type of ball. We'll demonstrate it and put the keepers through a couple drills that will emphasize this technique. Okay, Eric will demo this. And again, the tweener save is for a rolling ball, a ground ball that you can't quite get behind, so the standing save is not appropriate, but it's not far enough to dive. Okay, so we'll show how it's done. Okay, let's get down on the knee. Yep. One more time. And stop. Right there is the technique. You see his front foot is out, knee is down, very little space between his leg, and he scoops the ball. Again, he's not catching the ball, he is scooping it up. Good stuff. Let's show it one more time. Maybe the other way. He's down and leaning forward, scoop it up. One more time. Either side. Okay, good. So his body now is behind the ball, but obviously he's not standing. Okay, and again, just as with the standing save, he is scooping the ball, allowing it to come up on his wrist, cupping it to his chest for protection. Okay, so just to put the keepers through a little bit of a workout here. Eric, we'll have Zach serve, back and forth, 10 reps, okay, and begin. So again, now we want correct technique on every rep, but also this is a little bit of fitness. And again, goalkeeper fitness is important. It's not the same fitness as a field player. You're not running for 90 minutes, but you need that explosive movement and the quickness when it counts. Again, notice, shuffles toward the ball, down on one knee, cups it, and it's secure. One more time. And last one. Okay, good. And now what we're going to do is make it a little bit more game action. Servers, let's each with a ball out in here somewhere. Just spread yourselves out. Again, we're focusing on ground ball. We're receiving ground balls here. And so I want every ball on the ground. You can shoot it directly at them. If it is, standing save. If a ball's to either side, keeper should use the tweener save. All right, Eric, we'll go right down the line. Go ahead, Eric. Right out, one after the other. Go. That's it. Up you go. Let him get back in the middle and go. As soon as he gets back central, we do it. Always in the ready position. So now we're thinking of a lot of different things here. He's got to be in a ready position. He's got to be shuffling, not crossing his feet. Oh, he's beaten on the far post. Here we go. And relax, Zach, jump in. Okay, again, a little bit of fitness here. It's not too hard yet, but again, when someone becomes tired, technique tends to break down. Here we go. Let him get back in the middle after every one. That's it. Scoop it. Again, the goalkeeper has got to be fundamentally sound. It's nice to make the great save, but it's more important to make the routine save all the time, as opposed to make a great save once in a while and then let bad goals in. And this is where technique comes in. Good technique, fewer mistakes. Okay, good. And then one final. Let's back up just a bit, guys. And what I want you to do here, all right, good, is I want you, as a server, Eric, you can step in. I want you to dribble 2 or 3 strides one way or the other, sideways. The goalkeeper will adjust by shuffling along his arc, his imaginary arc now, and try to make the save with the appropriate technique, okay? I want you guys to, again, change your angle quickly, and he's got to adjust to that, which again, we want the keeper in position before the shot is taken. Chris, you're up. So strike it with some pace. Make these guys work. Wait till he gets in the middle. Again, let's go at game pace here. Quick movement to the side. Couple more. That's it. Good job. And relax. And now one final drill in this progression. Eric, you stay right there with the balls. Eric has the ball. Okay, when the ball is in that position, Zach, you come on in. Where would you be, Zach? Okay, Zach would be along his arc here. But now what we're going to do is change the point of attack. So Eric's going to play a ball to Chris. And immediately, Chris, you settle the ball and strike it, okay, on the ground. Zach will readjust. He's got to readjust as the ball is moving, get his feet set, and make the save. What we'll do here is put him through 4 in a row. Okay, you play it, shot, save, back to the middle. You come here, okay? Ready? Go. Feet set. Okay, on the floor though, Chris. Settle it and put it on the floor. Here we go. That's it. Up, get down, Zach. Got to scoop it. Again, scoop. Here we go. He adjusts, shuffles, gets set. Yes. And relax. Okay, guys, again, the emphasis there is quick feet. The goalkeeper readjusts, get his feet set between ball and goal, makes a save. Okay, man, good stuff. Okay, so the standing save is used to field a rolling ball coming directly at the goalkeeper The tweener save is to field a ball you can't quite get to but don't have to dive. There's one other situation that could occur, and this is when there's, especially on a wet field, a powerfully driven ball, low ball, skips right in front of the goalkeeper. Keeper might not have time to get between it and the goal, and the fact is that the ball is wet and it skips. You want to be sure you hold on to it. And the technique used to field this type of ball is called the forward vault, where you actually lean forward, vault into the ball. Again, you don't try to catch it. You cup it in your forearms and trap it against your chest. So we'll demonstrate this technique with the keepers just in half speed and actually put them through a drill to show how it's done. Okay. So in this situation, Eric will be fielding a ball that's coming on the ground. He's going to come out toward it, let it roll up, fall forward, and clasp it to his chest. Here we go. And so you see how it's done. Ball's coming forward, can't quite get it, and falls. Make sure it can't slip through. Notice his forearms are parallel, the ball cupped against his chest. Okay? One more time. All right, and now there's a slightly different variation, which, Zach, you can toss to, and then we'll put you through the drill. Okay? Where a ball skips right in front of the goalkeeper. Again, a powerfully driven shot, particularly on a wet, heavy field, can cause problems. Let's do that. And you'll notice how Eric vaults forward, tries to catch the ball just off the ground, and again, cups it to his chest. Again, no chance here of that ball slipping through his legs, and he's falling on top of it to keep it pinned. Okay? All right, good. So we put the guys through a little series. We'll say 6 in a row at speed, just rolling balls, and then Zach, you'll take the others. All right, ready? Go. Simple drill. Eric's up. Let's do it at speed. Falls forward, up. Again, notice, good technique. Ball's rolling up on his forearms. As we said before, repetition coupled with good technique will improve performance. Okay, good stuff. And now let's reverse it. And Zach will do a few of the variation when a ball is skipped right in front of the goalkeeper. Here we go. Notice, catches it, falls forward on his forearms. You do not try to catch that ball, all right, in the palm of your hands. And one more. Okay, good stuff, guys. And now we'll try to show how this works in an actual game situation. Let's have EJ and Chris. You want to come in, Eric? This is how a situation where this might be used in an actual game. A through ball, a ball played into a forward. The forward's racing to goal. He's trying to beat the goalkeeper to the ball. Goalkeeper's trying to beat him to the ball. Obviously, the keeper can't perform a standing save. Okay, he's going to have to get to that ball, hopefully before the forward reaches it, again, and vault forward, cover it, and safely do it. So here we go. Ball's in, and that's exactly how it's done. Okay? One more time. Again, notice Eric vaults forward, protects the ball under his, and comes up with it. Okay? One more time. There it is. Up. Okay. Again, these are drills that you can practice. Obviously, you want your forwards going passively. We don't want collisions. But it's important that the goalkeeper not only uses correct technique, but improves decision-making when to leave his line. Okay? If Eric is staying back, he's hesitant, EJ beats him to the ball, it's the goal. So he's got to be ready. And again, he's in the ready position. The ball's in shooting range. It's played through. Immediately he's off his line and getting to the ball. Okay? All right, men. Good stuff. There are many instances in a game where the goalkeeper will have to receive the ball directly out of the air. And depending on the trajectory, that will determine what technique he uses. We define medium height balls as balls arriving between the ankles and the waist. So a ball arriving anywhere in that area is received using a scoop type motion. Ball again is not caught in the palms of the hands. It's allowed to contact the wrist and then scooped against forearms against upper body. So we'll demonstrate that again. Medium height ball, the ball's arriving between the ankles and the waist. Eric will demo here. Again, Zach will toss balls, and again, any ball below waist height but off the ground is caught with a scoop type motion. Here we go. Again, notice there it is. Eric's in the ready position. Ball arrives. His body's behind the ball. He scoops the ball and then forearms to chest to make sure it's secure. Okay? That's a medium height ball. A chest high ball or high ball, we define a chest high or high ball as a ball up in the chest area or of head height, is caught using a different technique. Now the arms, again, are behind the ball. The hands are in a position, we call it the window, all right, where as the ball arrives, the goalkeeper's looking through the window, catching the ball. So let's toss some chest high balls. Notice Eric's body and head are behind the ball. He's catching the ball out on his fingertips and then cushioning it. He's not allowing this ball initially to come against his chest. He is not scooping the head high or chest high ball. So this is the first technique really where he is catching the ball, palms of his hands. Stop for 1 second. And again, when doing this, one principle we try to keep the goalkeepers adhering to is we call the hands, eyes, and heads principle. And in this, we want to keep hands, eyes, and head in line. So as a ball is arriving, we'll show it the wrong way to do it. Eric would not just want to reach out to the side and grab it. All right, he would want to move his head, body, hands that way, and so he's looking through the window as he catches it. So let's toss some to the side just a bit. Notice how he moves, hands, eyes, head, all aligned with the oncoming ball. Again, that aids in the goalkeeper's focus, but it's also, technically, it's a sound way to receive the ball. Okay? All right, good stuff, men. And now what we're going to do, give me a couple servers, real quick. Eric, you can go first. Zach, you'll go second. Eric right here. EJ right here. What we'll do is vary the service now. We'll bring everything together. Eric's going to start in the middle. He will shuffle. Eric's going to give him a ball on the ground. Use the appropriate save. Touch the post. Shuffle back. EJ, you're playing a ball either waist height or higher. Okay? So back and forth. Yes, you can throw it. We ready? Go. Get it. With some pace, guys, with some pace. So now Eric's shuffling. He's in the ready position. He's using the correct technique to field the ball. So again, even though this isn't a game action drill, there's a lot of things on his mind. Good stuff. Again, if you can't get to the ball, you use a tweener. And relax. Zach, you take a turn in there. Again, the key here is the goalkeeper must always be in balance, good footwork, choose the appropriate receiving technique, and then secure the ball. Okay, Zach, you're on. Okay, that high ball, you're catching with fingers extended. Two more. Good job. And relax. Good stuff, guys. So again, simple drill. We've brought everything into play we've touched on so far. Ready position, the footwork, the tweener save, the standing save, and saving a ball coming out of the air. Okay, now you can make that drill more difficult by adding additional servers, increasing the pace of the service. I mean, a number of things you can do to increase the difficulty and make it tougher on the goalkeeper. Okay, good stuff, guys. I just want to demonstrate a couple of simple drills that the goalkeepers themselves can use to work each other out if they're not training in with the field players. And again, these drills will emphasize all the different receiving techniques we've done thus far. First of all, goalkeeper's going to work on catching the ball, hands in the window position, or just tossing balls back and forth. Go ahead. Head height. Again, keys to remember here. Move, get behind the ball, hands, eyes, and head aligned. And again, while the field players are warming up, goalkeepers can receive and toss 100 balls. Okay, so they're getting some repetition. Again, obviously it's not game situation, but it's technical training. Okay, everything, the focus here is on correct technique. Now, oftentimes in a game, the ball is going to be coming harder than that, so to maybe up the tempo a bit, a little exercise we call pingers. Now they're going to ping the ball back and forth to one another using the instep drive. Again, the key here is to get behind the ball, catch it, don't drop it. They're also getting a bit of training just striking the ball, because later on we'll be talking about goalkeeper distribution, and one of the methods is by punting or kicking the ball. But again, the focus here, good balance, in the ready position, hands, eyes, and head aligned. You're catching the ball in your hand because this is a ball above chest height, and you're securing the ball. Okay, and one final exercise. Let's bring in 3 servers real quick. Eric, you can be in the middle. Spread yourselves around, guys. Zach, right there. One on each side of Eric. All right, quickly, EJ, there. Eric here. All right. Each of you will do a different service. Chris, high ball, head height, rolling ball, tweener, and a ball he would forward vault. Okay, he's going right around. We'll go 2 reps. Going this way. Ready? Begin. Okay, just keep moving as quick as we can. Let him get on his feet. Up you go. Good. One more round. And good. Zach, jump in real quick. Let's change it up now. Chris, rolling ball, high ball, forward vault, tweener. All right, here we go. Okay, get behind it. Again, emphasize good technique on every reception. Good stuff. More time with some pace. Okay, and one final. Goalkeeper in goal. Everybody here with the ball? I got it. Okay. Right there, Chris. Right here. Zach, you can take my place. Okay. You're going across the goal. We're pinging very hard balls now. Everything we try chest high. Got to catch it. Again, the goal here is to catch the ball, not let anything drop. We need good service. Okay, start there. We go right down the line. You go all the way through twice. Ready? Go. Come on, with pace, Chris. One more time. That's it, a little bit of pace. There it is, right at him. Good stuff, way to snag it. Zach, jump in real quick. Again, now you got to focus on footwork, shuffling, get in position, go. Next one. Hold everything. Yes. Yes, good stuff. Shuffle, shuffle, get set. Shuffle, get set. One more time. All right, guys, good stuff. Well done. Ideally, the goalkeeper wants to catch every ball, but there are times when it's just not possible, particularly in bad weather, if it's wet or swirling winds, and the goalkeeper's not sure he can hold the ball. And the last thing you want to do is drop a ball in the goal area. So in those situations where he's not sure he can hold it, we say when in doubt, you punch it out. And we use the technique of boxing to box the ball away from the danger area, which is the area front and center of the goal. Two different boxing techniques. One, the two-fisted box is used when a ball is coming directly at the goalkeeper. One-fisted boxing is typically used to keep balls moving that are coming from one flank, and you just direct it off onto the other flank. We'll demonstrate both and put them through a couple exercises to practice these. Okay. Okay, Zach can get behind me. What we'll do is I'll demonstrate with Eric, two-fisted box, try to box the ball over me to Zach. Again, a boxing technique is used. A ball is served into the goal area. Goalkeeper is not sure he can hold it. He wants to get the ball out of danger. And the basic principles we say is box it high, far, and if possible, wide. Okay, that's the best area to get rid of the ball. High, far, and out to the flanks. In this situation, ball coming straight on, we're just going to have Eric box the ball past me to Zach. Again, the boxing technique, two-fisted box, hands together, arms withdrawn, and it's a quick extension of the arms to power the ball. Okay, you can't extend the arms too soon. If you do, you lose all your power. So I'll toss some easy balls to Eric. He boxes them past me. Right? Coming to it. Good stuff. He came right to the ball. Fists were together. Good extension. Good power. Here we go again. Coming to it. And one last time. All right. That's a good demonstration. Again, you want that ball up in the air. You want it high for a number of reasons. One is it gives your teammates time to organize. If you get the ball up in the air, people can get where they should be. It gives you more time. And again, obviously, the farther you can box it, the better. Okay, two-fisted box. Okay, Zach, you want to come in for a second? Okay, to train young keepers, okay? And Eric, you can serve now, Zach. To train young keepers, I mean, what we could start them doing, Zach, you're on your knees. And again, an experienced goalkeeper like these two, you wouldn't actually train here. But starting fundamentally, Zach would be on his knees. He wants to really coil in his arms. He's going to try to punch the ball up just so it drops back to Eric. Okay, so we toss it. That's it. Hands together, very important. The hands are together. And again, he's got to keep his arms in till the last minute. They explode out to give power. Okay, and one more time. All right, good technique. Okay, on your feet, guys. Servers, jump in. Okay, what we want is Matt Langton right there. Adam in the center. Mike here. Okay. Zach, you're in goal. Eric, you be the target out there. Okay, let's toss the ball. And again, you're coming this way, Zach. We want you to just knock it wide. Down the middle, knock it to Eric. And over here, you knock it back to Matty. Okay? Ready? We start with McDade. To the ball. All right, not bad. Fist together. Here we go, down the middle. Up with some power. Good. Excellent technique there. Okay. And one. All right, good. And again, you notice good height, good distance, and again, coming to a ball that's coming from the flank, you want to direct the ball right back where it came from. Want to do one thing different. Come on in, Eric. Stand in front of Zach. And again, you'd progress to this. Now we have a passive opponent, Eric, in front. We're going to serve a ball in. Zach's got to get above him and punch this ball out. Okay, so Eric, you want to move out a bit? Okay, we all have a ball? All right. Maddie, you toss it up. Okay, again, you see there a little bit of pressure and the technique starts to break down. There's a guy in front of you and it's a bit more difficult. Okay, here we go. Good. And one final one. To it. Good. All right, well done, men. Okay, there are situations with uncatchable high balls where the ball is not coming directly at the goalkeeper. For instance, the ball is crossed from the flank and is traveling across the goal mouth. In those instances, you use a different technique. We call it the one-fisted box to keep the ball traveling in the direction it's going. So if a ball's coming from the opponent's left flank, you're going to just keep it going across so it goes out of bounds, hopefully, on the right flank. All right, so it's a one-fisted boxing technique. We'll demonstrate it and then put the guys through a couple situations to practice it. Eric will demonstrate. Stay there. The one-fisted boxing technique. A ball coming, for instance, from the flank, driven across the goal mouth. Eric's not sure he can catch it. He wants to keep it going in that direction. Okay, so the technique is like such. He would, the arm nearest the oncoming ball. So in this case, his left arm is the ball he's going to punch, is the arm he's going to punch the ball with. Okay, as the ball's traveling, Eric's sideways on, he moves and extends his arm, keeps the ball flowing that way. So we'll try to demonstrate. I'll toss the ball. All right, we'll do it easy. Ball's coming over, and he keeps it going. That's the one-fisted box. Good technique. Again, the idea is to keep that ball going, and it's then going out of trouble. The last thing we want is that ball to drop somewhere in the goal area. So as it looks like, cross coming across, and that was a bad toss on my part. One more. Here we go, one last time. And notice the extension of his arm. He's not getting it out there early. He's holding it and all of a sudden extending with power. Good. Excellent technique. Okay, Zach, you want to get in and try one from the right side? Adam, you toss. Again, same thing from the right side. You can get a little bit closer, Adam. Toss about 3 foot above his head. Again, now from that side, Zach will punch with his right hand. Again, he wants to keep it in as long as possible, and then really drive it into the ball to keep it going. One more time. Good. And again, in theory, goalkeeper, because he can use his hands, should be able to get to any ball in the air first. And that's what he's got to do. Good. That's excellent technique, and that's exactly what you would want. Ball out of trouble. Again, that's the one-fisted boxing technique, and used primarily balls crossed in from the flank. Probably the most acrobatic of all goalkeeper skills is diving. And the diving technique is used when you can't get to a ball. You have to vault yourself sideways to ideally catch it and pin it, or at worst, at least parry it wide of the goal. There's a special way and technique to dive. One is so you can extend yourself to fullest, and also to protect yourself because you can get hurt if you dive the wrong way. So we're going to put the guys through a series of fundamental drills beginning with just showing the proper technique of how to fall and how to land, and then showing how you take this to more game situation where they're actually vaulting over obstacles and diving to make saves. Okay, so we'll start with our goalkeepers kneeling between two balls, and the objective of this little exercise is just to demonstrate how to land properly. And in general, you want to fall to your side, landing on your forearm, hip, as you cushion the fall, and pin the ball with one hand behind the ball, one hand on top. So Zach and Eric are going to just, to a still ball, fall, pin it, get up, and then do it the opposite way. Okay, guys, here we go. Notice extending, pinning the ball, one hand behind, one on top. Notice they are not diving on their stomach. They are diving on their side with arms extended. And this is the proper technique. They get out, extend the arms, pin the ball, and they're protected because, again, they're not on their stomach where their back is exposed. Everything is in front of them. Okay, a couple more, men. Okay, good. And now we'll take this one step further. Need a couple servers to come out. Zach, you can jump in here and you'll play. Eric, you take a rest. Zach, between the two balls. There you go. Give me a ball here, Eric. That's all right. Server here. Adam. Okay, we have now is Zach's going to be in sort of a crouch position, squat position. We're not going to have him diving too far, but now from that position, we'll toss a ball about this high, and he will just get out. Proper technique. Grab it, pin it to the ground, back up, and then repeat to the other side. So we'll start with Adam. Ball's out. Again, notice arms extended, catching the ball in the palms, landing on his side. One more time. Okay, we'll go two more. This way. Yes. And last one. Okay, good stuff. Again, notice trailing leg is usually lifted off the ground. Again, this is all to provide a big barrier. The goalkeeper wants to be as big as possible. Okay, so his arms are out, legs up. If the ball does bounce free, he has as much of his body as possible between the ball and the goal. Okay, now we have Eric is going to be shuffling between the two goal posts here. Server, move out wide, move out wide. We're going to be rolling a ball now, and now what we've added to this drill is not only is he diving, he's got to shuffle toward the ball and then dive. Again, the proper technique. He would take a side shuffle step this way, push off that lead foot and get out and dive to pin the ball. All right, so we'll have Eric do here. We'll start with Adam, server into this post. He'll pin it, get up. When he starts shuffling, Matty, you send him that way. Okay, again, this is also pressure training or fitness training. We're going to have him do, we'll say 6 repetitions here, but again, in actual training, he might work much harder. You ready? Here we go. Roll it right to the post. No, right to the post, on the ground, on the ground. Here we go. He shuffled, side shuffle, ball's rolling, pins it. Again, notice, not crossing the legs. He's shuffling. Okay, guys, 4 more. Let's put a little bit more pace on the serve so he has to get there. That's it. Good job. Notice his arms are extended, getting the ball out in front. 2 more, Eric. And last one. Good job. Okay, again, points of emphasis. Arms extended, catching the ball out in front, landing on his side, not on his stomach, and not rolling onto his back. Okay? All right, good stuff. Zach, you want to come on in? And now we're going to make it a bit more difficult. We'll move the goals in. Zach is going to start right on the center stripe. And now what we want, Zach is going to make a save of a ball that is in the air, but again out of his reach where he has to dive. So what he wants to do, initially, ready position, takes a power step, and then launches himself to catch a ball going over the obstacle, which is the disc. Okay? So servers, we want the ball tossed about right in here. Same on that side. Josh again wants to get out, catch the ball. As he falls to the ground, he stays on his side, he pins the ball, he gets up, back to the middle, other way. Okay, we'll do 6 reps. We'll start with Matt here. Ready? Go. So he gets out over it. Notice the ball hits first. Ball hits the ground and he pins the ball. Shuffling the whole time. Good stuff. Fully extended. Last one. Okay, good stuff. Very well done. Okay, again, drill like that, we call it economical training. He's getting some fitness as well. And what we would do in an actual training session is maybe with 2 keepers, or we're training 3, one would do 10 reps at maximum effort. He would rest, the other jumps in. Okay, and they do that 2 or 3 times. Let's call that pressure training. Okay, there will be situations when you just cannot hold the ball. You might dive, be able to get to it, but you're not confident of pinning it. And again, the last thing you want to do as a goalkeeper is have a rebound in front of the goal. So in those cases, we use a technique we call parrying. You parry the ball wide of the goal. And to do that, the goalkeeper uses the lower hand, extend it as far as possible, allow the ball to contact the palm, and deflect the ball wide of the goal. Again, this is only used when you cannot hold the ball. But again, goalkeeper must make a good decision. If he makes a bad decision, he thinks he can hold it, it pops loose, it's a goal. So we're going to put the 2 keepers through an exercise to show how parrying the ball is done, and then we're going to put them in a final exercise that incorporates all the different saving techniques that we've discussed. Okay? All right, well, we have Eric is in mid-goal. We have a server on each post. You can roll the ball at him with your hand. Server's going to roll a firm ball toward the corner of the goal. Eric will take a step and try to parry the ball wide, or if he can, he'll hold it. But we want these guys, servers, to make firm passes, and so he's going to have trouble getting there to hold it. Okay, we'll start with Matty. Ready? Go. Okay, not good enough. He's up. Go at him. Okay, he was there. Yes, Matt. Good stuff. Excellent technique there. Lower hand, parried it wide. Good job again. Good job again. Notice shuffling, not crossing the feet. Good. He made a good decision. Could hold it. 2 more. Oh, yes, he had the post. You're out. Good. And last one. And good job. Again, notice all the things we've discussed coming into play here. He's in the ready position, shuffling, good footwork, quick getting down, extending that lower hand, and parrying it wide. Okay, so again, if you cannot hold the ball, the next best thing to do is parry it wide out of the goal. Zach will come in and take a few. Same thing. Again, it's the lower hand that does the work. Ready? We'll start with Matty. Go. Good stuff. Shuffle. Get down. Yep. Shuffle. Good ready position. Down. All right, he had it covered. Down. And one more. Here we go. Shuffle. Good stuff. All right, well done, guys. Okay, this final exercise in the section on diving is a competitive game between 2 goalkeepers. And how it works is we have 2 goals set up about 25 yards apart, a goalkeeper in each goal. They're going to try to score on one another. We call this goalie wars. The only restriction is when they make a save, they're allowed to put the ball down, touch it once, and then take the shot. They can't dribble in at the other goalkeeper. But they can pick up the ball, they can use volley shots, shooting off the ground, whatever. Again, the goalkeeper that scores the most goals obviously wins the game because the other has conceded the most. Okay? All right, guys, we ready? Let me get on the other side. Okay, Eric's up first, and again, we play till we get a winner. Here we go. Ball's wide. Zach's on. And save. Put the ball there. Here's one touch. Up. Come on, Eric. Here we go. Good save. And shot. Good. 1-0. Good save. Again, the focus here is on saving shots, and ideally, if we can, hold them. Score still 1-0, Eric, I think. Okay, 1-1. Good strike. Good save. Again, now we see it's more game action now. Guys are having to save. Oh, yes, 2-1. Good save and hold it. Oh, upper 90. 3-1. That's the way to hold it. Yes, good hold. That's the way to hold the ball. And good save, and relax. Okay, again, a good competitive game. Going at game pace. Again, the emphasis here is on correct technique, on holding the ball if at all possible, but if you can't, parry it wide of the goal. We don't want any balls rebounded out in front because in a real game, they're going to end up in the back of the net. Okay, guys, good stuff. Probably the ultimate one-on-one test for the goalkeeper is saving the breakaway. You know, this occurs when an opponent with the ball gets behind the defense and comes in alone on the goalkeeper. Again, there's a certain way the goalkeeper wants to play the breakaway to improve his chances of success and also to improve the chance that he will not get injured in the process. So we'll explain this and we'll demo at the same time with our goalkeepers. Okay, we have Eric in the goal, and again, a couple things to keep in mind on a breakaway. First is, when the goalkeeper sees the opponent is in that breakaway situation, he wants to narrow the angle. So that means he's going to come off his line. So as he sees Matt break free of the defense, and also I should mention that he's pretty sure a defender cannot catch up to Matt. All right? As Matt's dribbling in, Eric's coming out. Let's just walk through it, guys. So he's narrowing the angle. As he comes out, he wants to make himself, as big an obstacle as possible. So again, rather than coming out standing straight up, let's do it again, Eric. You stay there, Matt. Notice as Eric comes out, he's gradually breaking down and becoming a bigger, wider obstacle. Okay? Also, by coming out, he's narrowing the angle. Now it's tougher for Matt to slip a ball by him. Okay, the first thing is narrow the angle. The second aspect is when to go to the ground. Okay, when does he get down to try to get that ball? That's a tough decision. He's got to try to judge his decision on when the ball gets away from the dribbler's feet. Okay, he doesn't want to go down to the ground when Matt has the ball in close control. So as Eric comes off his line, he's breaking down. When the ball gets away he dives forward, and notice the third aspect, he pins the ball. All right? He's not like flailing and just throwing his body, although sometimes that happens. But proper technique, again, coming out, narrowing the angle, making himself a big obstacle. Let's walk through it. Making the decision to get down and pinning the ball. The breakaway is obviously a tough situation for the goalkeeper. To be successful, he's got to make a number of decisions on a split-second notice and make the right decisions, okay? And again, the key is here to, as much as possible, do everything to his advantage. So he's got to narrow the angle, he's got to really make himself a big obstacle, and then make the right decision when to get to the ground. So what we'll do here is have a couple other guys work our keepers. They're going to come at half speed, passively. Zach, you two alternate. What we want to see here is the goalkeeper's coming out, becoming a big obstacle, going down at the right time. Matty, you're on. Here we go. Good stuff. Again, and you can see this is a situation that injuries can occur during a match. Okay, Zach, you're on. That's it. Again, forwards, let the ball get away from you a little bit. Wait a second, Adam. Okay, here we go. Eric's on. Coming out, becoming big, going down. Good stuff. Good stuff. And again, the goalkeeper must play the ball. If the goalkeeper plays the dribbler first, it's a foul. If it's inside the penalty area, it's a penalty kick. Here we go, Matt. You're on. Good stuff, Zach. Okay. And now let's change the angle. Let's have our dribblers start just a little bit here. So they're coming in now from a different angle. Again, keeper coming out, trying to narrow the angle, becoming big, making a save. Here we go. Good stuff. Good job. That's it. One more time, Matt. Again, coming out. All right, and there, the ball got away from the dribbler. Eric used the scoop save, which again we had touched on earlier in the DVD. Good decision. Use the right technique. One more. Zach, you're on. Good stuff. All right, so that's the breakaway. And again, situation that for the most part in training, I would suggest you do this with the forwards at half speed. All right, you don't want to get people injured, and this can be a situation where collisions occur. But in the game, to be successful, again, he's got to come off his line at the right moment. He's got to make himself big. He's got to get to the ground at the right time. He's got to pin and hold the ball. Okay? All right, guys, good stuff. Okay, the goalkeeper's primary job, obviously, is to control the goal area and prevent goals. But that said, he or she has an important role in initiating the attack. Once the save is made, distribution of the ball to teammates, is a key part in any successful attack. If the keeper gets the ball out accurately and quickly, the attack gets started. If he or she doesn't, the attack bogs down. There's different ways to initiate the attack. There's 3 different throwing methods. The bowling or rolling method is used for very short range distribution. Goalkeeper gets the ball, quickly rolls it out to a teammate. The baseball throw is for longer distribution, maybe 20, 25 yards, and it's used to get the ball into the feet of a teammate. And then there's a javelin throw, which is used to throw the ball over distance, 40 or 50 yards, even greater, and that's to get the ball into the other end of the field. Goalkeeper can also kick the ball. Typically, throwing is more accurate than kicking, but you don't get the same distance. If distance becomes the priority, say it's a muddy day, windy day, rain day, and he or she wants to get the ball on the other end, you can either punt it or drop kick it. So we're going to demonstrate all 5 of those techniques, 3 throwing techniques, 2 kicking techniques that can be used to distribute the ball. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll have our servers knock a ball into the goalkeeper, and initially we will say that the outlet is going to be a very short pass. So what I'll stand here, ball into Eric, and he's going to use the bowling motion to quickly get the ball to me. All right, so play one into him. Receives it quickly, just rolls it along the ground, just as he would like bowling a ball. Okay, again, this is only used for short range distribution, but it's very accurate and it's very quick to get out. We do it again. Good technique, fields the ball first, into the target. One more time. Technique, into the target. That's bowling. Okay, Zach, jump in. All right, now for longer distribution, maybe 20 yards, 25 yards, we can use what's called the baseball throw. And again, it's a throw, as the name implies, similar to throwing a baseball. He's going to, from the ear level, throw a ball into feet of a target. Okay, and we'll have him here just throw it into the opposite goal. But it's a ball that can be handled by his teammates. So he's going to throw it down into the ground. Distance of 20, 25 yards. Okay, the baseball throw. Here we go. Fields the ball. Again, and he spins it in and gets it there. One more time. Mike. Okay, so can get the ball over a bit more distance than the bowling motion, but it's still something that has to be used only in mid-range distance. Again, the key thing here is the ball is thrown into feet. Teammate can quickly control it and play it. One more time, Mike. Okay. All right, good stuff. Eric, jump in. And now finally, if we want to get the ball over distance, we can use what's called the javelin throw. And again, the form is like throwing a javelin. Eric, let's demo before we do it. Just knock a ball into him. He saves the ball. He's going to cup the ball between his arm. Back it comes. And as a javelin throw, whips it in one motion over distance. So let's knock it back to him. Just throw it back. Yeah. Okay, now Eric will feel one. He'll javelin throw into the opposite net. Okay, so here he goes. Picks it up. See how he encases the ball? He has his hand cupped between his wrist and his forearm, and then whips the ball over distance. Here we go again. Picks it up. Again, this would be a technique used to get the ball quickly into the middle third of the field, even into the opposing end of the field. And again, with practice, this is a fairly accurate method of distribution. One more time. Good stuff. Okay, and then we have two kicking techniques that can be used, and I think we'll do it down here at this goal. When distance becomes the priority, we want to get the ball into the opposing end as quickly as possible. I mean, this might be due to the game itself. Maybe it's late in the game. You're down a goal. You want to get the ball into their end and hope for the best. Or it could be in games where very bad weather and you're not confident in giving the ball to teammates in your end where a mistake might happen. So you're going to punt or drop kick the ball. And again, the two techniques are basically the full volley punt, where you're just punting the ball high and far down the field, and the second is a drop kick. Drop kick has a bit less height on it, typically a bit more accurate. Okay, first of all, we'll demonstrate each in turn. Full volley punt, you step forward, foot extended, ball struck off the laces, drive it into the net. Here we go, Eric, you're up first. Okay, you see, good technique, good follow through. Drive it up, Zach. Again, as far as the technique, foot down and firm, hips are square, driving the ball down the field, and you want to get as much distance on it as you can. Eric? Now, the one drawback of punting the ball, accuracy is not a priority. All right, so you're just hitting the ball down and hoping we get it. The drop kick typically is a bit more accurate. The trajectory is not as high. You can drive the ball still over distance, but it's a bit easier to control for your teammates if you can get it in their area. Again, the technique, the ball is dropped, and just as it contacts the ground, foot strikes through it. Again, everything else is the same. Toe down, foot firm, good follow through. Eric, show the drop kick. Okay. Zach. Okay, one more time. Again, just as the ball strikes the ground, foot contacts the ball. All right, so different methods of distribution. Goalkeeper's choice depends on the nature of the weather that day. You know, is it wet? Is it windy? Score of the game. You know, if we're winning 1-0 with a minute left, we'll probably want to punt the ball as far as we can and make them go the length of the field. You know, on the other end, if we're losing 1-0 with a minute left, we might want to do the same thing. So again, sometimes accuracy takes priority. Other times, distance takes priority. Again, a goalkeeper decision. But it is an important part of his game. All right, initiating the attack after a save, you know, is the first step in getting a goal. Okay, good stuff, man. The goalkeeper is probably the most demanding position on the team, and mastery of the necessary skills will not occur by chance. It's important that every coach and every goalkeeper spend a portion of every practice specifically devoted to goalkeeper training. And if so, the goalkeeper can develop into a quality player and be the mainstay of the team.